and welcome to this month's 489 News broadcast. I'm Abby Ballman.
And I'm Hannah Donaldson. The 489 District's Roosevelt Elementary School celebrated their 50th anniversary.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Roosevelt. Happy birthday to you.
Here at 489 News, we got the opportunity to visit Roosevelt Elementary School to experience their 50th celebration with them. While we were here, we also got to visit with first grade teacher Aubrey Brooks to see what went on behind the scenes.
So our 50th celebration was this year, and we took the whole week and celebrated. We celebrated through the decades. On Monday, 5th grade dressed up as the 90s. Tuesday, 4th grade dressed as the 80s. Wednesday was 2nd and 3rd grade dressing as the 70s. And then Thursday, kindergarten and 1st grade dressed as the 60s, because those are the 4 decades minus 2000s of that our school has been in operation.
She also elaborated on some of the events that were held during the celebration, such as the sock hop, where the kids were able to take off their shoes and dance to old music. During this, Elvis Presley impersonator Frank Worth came to surprise the kids and perform.
Then Friday, we had a 50 sock hop and a hot dog meal because it's our 50th year. At our sock hop, Frank Worth, which is a parent, he is an Elvis tribute artist. He came and sang a few songs for us, which was really awesome. And then afterwards, they all got a little ice cream sandwich from Freddy's, which they donated to us. Thank you, Freddy's. And they looked like little records, so that was kind of our theme. Also on Wednesday, we had a reception for all the past staff of Roosevelt, current and past. And it was really awesome to see everybody that came. They were really excited. They got to talk to each other, and it was a nice little reunion. We knew that it was our 50th year, and this summer we were a group of us at a training. We're sitting around talking and thinking of fun ideas, and we thought, 50 years is a big thing, so we needed to make it a big celebration. And we just kind of started throwing ideas out, and we had a lot more ideas, but because of time and money, we just couldn't do it all. The teachers, I am so, at first we knew we were asking a lot of the teachers that weren't on the committee to decorate the hallways and dress up, but it was amazing to see all the school spirit. The hallways were amazing. They did a lot of work to decorate for their genre or their decade. It was really awesome to see the school come together and really celebrate and show school spirit. So that was really a big highlight.
While we were at Roosevelt, we also got to speak with a kindergarten student teacher to see what her thoughts were on this experience.
My favorite parts were definitely the sock hop, just seeing the kids all dance. It was chaos in there, but it was a lot of fun, and just seeing them get to interact with one another and dance around, that was a lot of fun. The kindergartners started a conga line on their own, so that was entertaining, seeing them weave in and out of each other. It was fun to see the whole school come together to celebrate Roosevelt and kind of have that unity and just the family feel, so it was really cool to see just fun things like that happen within a school. It kind of made for a fun and crazy week, but everyone did a really good job with the hallways and the outfits, so it was a really good time.
Reporting for 489 News, this has been Maddie Lohmeyer.
Since 1983, Options Domestic and Sexual Violence Services has worked to empower victims and survivors of domestic violence, dating violence, and sexual assault. I had the opportunity to speak with Executive Director Jennifer Hecker to learn more.
The day I walked into the Options Domestic and Sexual Violence Services office seeking help to escape a vicious abuser, I would describe myself as having lost my self-worth, self-confidence, and no longer had the will to get up in the morning. Despite the fact that my abuser told me he loved me, he repeatedly beat me, threatened me with a gun, and made me believe that if I left, he would kill me. He had, in fact, already tried. After years of abuse, I decided that enough was enough and that I deserved a healthy relationship. I arrived at Options with only the clothes on my back and a frightened and brave heart. A team of Options advocates worked with me to provide me with a safe shelter, supportive counseling, and helped me to navigate the legal and court system so I could protect myself and know my rights. They helped me create a safe plan. I am now flourishing and feel like I am in complete control of my life, and now I look forward to what each new morning brings. Because of the support I received from their advocates, I'm able to spot the warning signs of abusive behavior and I'm confident in setting boundaries for myself in relationships.
So Jennifer, tell me a little bit about Options.
So Options is a dual service program. That means that we provide services to victims and survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault, both. We also provide services to victims and survivors of stalking, dating violence, and human trafficking as well. We're a nonprofit agency. That means that all of our services are 100% free for every survivor that walks in our door and every victim that we serve. Our services are also voluntary. That means no one can force anyone to come in and utilize our services. And then finally, and most importantly, our services are 100% confidential.
So what exactly is your job here at Options?
I'm the executive director, and the main focus of my job is to lead our agency in the fulfillment of our mission, which is to empower individuals who experience domestic violence, sexual assault, and interpersonal violence, to lead a life free from violence and to educate the community about the prevalence and effects of domestic violence.
So what are some of the other opportunities the community can help with?
Well, I think there are several ways. We certainly look to our partners and allies in the community to help make referrals for folks that might have come in and disclosed domestic violence, sexual assault, or any of the other victimizations that we service, to act as a conduit. We don't expect the community to be experts in those services, but to know where we are and that we can provide those services. Another thing that the community can do is to join us in really spreading the word that when you're victimized by domestic violence or sexual assault, it's not your fault. And unfortunately, we live in a culture where we often blame the victim, and when we blame the victim, that keeps them from coming and seeking services.
What are some other ways that students or other people can help with Options?
Well, volunteering is another one, another opportunity. We do always have a need for folks to help with transportation, to help with our hotline, and sometimes people have certain talents and skills that they want to share, gardening, cooking, things like that that can really bring hope and restore a sense of dignity for survivors that are living in our shelter. And so we're always looking for folks to come and share their time and talents. And then other people are just drawn to ways that they can work one-on-one with survivors, and we can certainly accommodate that as well. We are always in need of volunteers, even for just small projects like painting and other things that we just don't have the staff to accommodate. And then donations are always welcome. We are a nonprofit agency, and so we rely about 87% of our budget is grants, and so we really look to the community to help us, continue to grow. Our services have grown 295%. It's almost 300% in the last 2 years. And so we are struggling to keep up with the demand, and we never want to turn anyone away. And so we really rely on those donations to help us pick up the slack where grants don't quite fill the gaps.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for talking about Options with me today.
My pleasure.
For over 30 years, Options Domestic and Sexual Services has been there for survivors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Their programs provided over 7,000 services last year. Reporting for 489 News, I'm Abby Ballman.
Thanks, Abby. Remember, Options is always looking for donations and volunteers. If you're in need of help, please call the 24-hour hotline 800-794-4624 or visit their website at helpforabuse.com. I had the chance to go to the Humane Society of the High Plains and talk to the staff and meet some furry friends. Here's a story. Hi, we're here today at the Humane Society of the High Plains. There's 2 featured pets this month, Zeus and Tina. Let's go meet them. Can you guys tell me who we have here?
This is Zeus. He is a 2-year-old German Shepherd, Australian Cattle Dog mix. He's very protective. He would make a great guard dog. He's very friendly. He loves belly rubs, and he really just wants to be a lap dog. He'll snuggle up in your lap.
So what is the process if someone wanted to adopt him?
We just have a one-page application that you would fill out. His adoption fee would be $40, and then since he is not neutered, there would be a $50 spay-neuter deposit that you would get back after you got him neutered.
And if someone wanted to volunteer here, how would they do that?
They would have to be at least 16 years of age with parent consent, or if they're 18, they can just come out anytime. We just have a form that you fill out with just some basic information, and then you can come out anytime we're open and walk dogs or just socialize with the animals.
All right, so can you tell me who we have here?
This is Tina. She is a long-haired kitty. She was brought to us by Animal Control. They had picked her up. They had picked her up and she had been hit by a car, so she went down to the vet. And she's doing okay now, so now she's up for adoption. She is spayed and she's about 4 years old. And since she has the long hair, it got matted, so that's why she has this funny haircut.
And what kinds of animals do you guys take in?
We've had anything from parrots to ferrets and guinea pigs, rabbits, which we don't get those as often, mainly just cats and dogs. But
So do you have like a set fee for those kinds of animals?
They're usually about $30 as well. Yeah, I think they're always $30, the same as the cats.
Well, thanks for joining us today at the Humane Society. There's so many great pets out here, so come and get one today.
Thanks, Hannah. Remember, the High Plains Humane Society is open Tuesday through Sunday, 1 to 5, and they are always looking forward to anyone donating, volunteering, fostering, and last but certainly not least, adopting. To check out more, you can visit www.hshponline.org. We see it all the time. Technology has creeped into everything that we do. Reporter Molly Eikenberry explains that this might not always be a bad thing. Molly?
Technology is more advanced than ever, and it seems to be everywhere you look. From the smartwatch on your wrist, navigating your workouts, to most classrooms in first world countries, technology does not appear to be going away anytime soon. It isn't unusual to see heads buried in screens almost anywhere you look, most of the time engaging in an online world. The internet is a global computer network that replicates a sort of highway to millions of others.
The world opens up at our fingertips when we're able to reach a huge mass of people.
The internet can extend our small world to people and places we would never get the chance to experience otherwise. Countless programs and softwares exist, offering millions of opportunities for education as well as entertainment. But there are some dangers that come with this as well. More and more young people across the globe participate in social networking every day. In fact, so much so that the childhood obesity rates have gone up. Over the past 30 years, childhood obesity rates have increased drastically. Health issues related to obesity have taken over 21% of all medical costs in the United States. While many blame the internet for lack of physical activity, others claim that technology has improved exercise techniques and makes staying active a much easier task.
Well, I use an app on my phone that lets me plug in my information, and it just keeps track of what I need to do that day and how far I've come throughout my workouts, and it just kind of gives me like all the results from my workouts.
Not only is today's technology capable of calculating and assigning workouts, many people also use it to help them accomplish their workouts.
Yeah, I have this app on my phone. It reminds me to get active and keep being active every so often through the day, and it really helps my physical physique and keeps me very active.
These people are not alone. Between 2017 and 2018, smartwatch sales have gone up by 66 million. Smartwatches are designed to track your movement throughout the day, gauging distance by the number of steps you take. Some can even monitor your heartbeat, charting your levels of activity and how long you were active for.
It's a lot easier to like see what I've done throughout the day and how I can improve on what I've done just having it right in front of a screen, it just helps a lot.
The astonishing number of smartwatch sales, along with other devices alike, prove that more and more people are working to take part in eliminating the negative effects that technology can bring to our world. We hope to see more and more people staying active and using technology as a benefit instead of a distraction. Reporting for 49 News, I'm Molly Eikenberry.
Thanks, Molly.
Make sure to tune in to Tribe Radio.
Or find us on social media at 49 News.
This has been Abby Bowman
And Hannah Donaldson.
Thanks for watching.